Have you ever wondered if you're the narcissist? Have you wondered why you're the one exploding in a rage when you've read about narcissistic rage? And are you often confused by, all the contradictory videos you see online where almost anyone who has been hurt by someone calls them a narcissist? And, have you felt ashamed because you recognize your own behavior in those videos? Well, then welcome to this channel, where I will be talking about all things narcissism and hopefully help you understand the deeper nuances of that personality disorder and how to tell the difference between abuser and abused. My name is Christina Copty. I am a psychotherapist specialized in cluster B personality disorders with a special focus on narcissism and survivors of narcissistic abuse. I live and work in Copenhagen, Denmark, and in my spare time, I write books that will hopefully one day be translated into English. So, narcissistic rage. When we talk about narcissistic rage, we often talk about the kind that looks like raging, meaning threatening behavior, violence, name-calling, throwing things, punching holes into walls, destroying your things, all that stuff. And while that kind of narcissistic rage is very scary, it usually doesn't leave the victim confused when they come across the term. It will be easy for them to recognize the behavior, and they won't think that they are the narcissist, at least not when they, read about narcissistic abuse. However, narcissistic rage does not always present that as that violent. Instead, and this is important, if the narcissist sees themselves as a calm and collected person and, that identity is important to their self-image, the rage will instead be projected onto you. Now, this is a whole nother ballgame that will make you confused because what will usually happen is that the narcissist will feel slighted and criticized by you, but instead of flying off the handle, the narcissist will start to push your buttons by telling you that you're always nagging, that your tone of voice is unacceptable, that your choice of words are wrong, and so on. And what happens is that you, having your buttons pushed that way, you become frustrated, which is natural, and upset, because the narcissist turns the tables on you. And instead of you being heard and met with understanding and compassion and a willingness to, have an adult conversation, you're just being blocked by being told that the way you're bringing the topic to the table is unacceptable. And then what usually happens is, obviously, you still want to be heard, so you turn up the volume on your grievance, and you try to get the narcissist to understand what you said instead of talking about how you said it. But the narcissist isn't having it because they aren't interested in changing or making life better for you. So you keep going, and eventually you'll explode in a rage, and you may start throwing things. You may scream and shout. You may start the name calling. And that is exactly what the narcissist wanted. It's a projection onto you that then allows the narcissist to deliver the trump card, which is that you're the unhinged one. You're crazy. You're insane. And that the narcissist obviously cannot have an adult conversation with you. Now, with narcissism being such a hot topic, they will usually also say that they feel abused by you and therefore have to remove themselves from harm's way. So now you've both been abused and have this rage projected on, and you're also left to be the one apologizing to them. So if you explode after having your buttons pushed, that does not mean you're the narcissist. So the tell is in the narcissist's reaction to your explosion. If it's used to checkmate you, then you're the one being abused, not the narcissist. Now, there is one other way that narcissistic rage can show up in a relationship, and this is through passive aggression. This is when the narcissist forgets your birthday or, hides your car keys when you're going in for a job interview, stuff like that. It's stuff where they think they can get away with this because if you confront them, they can just deny it and say that, you're crazy, you're making up stuff. Why do you want to make all this drama? Usually what I suggest is that you just mention that you're seeing what they're doing without it being a confrontation because you don't want to engage in a conversation with someone who lies. Remember, you cannot trust a liar with telling the truth. and instead trust your gut and just know that this is a normal part of the narcissist playbook. So, I hope this video was helpful, and please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. And thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.